Many Chinese couples would choose to buy an apartment when they marry, but these days they're increasingly turning to shorter-term and more affordable solutions. Having rented apartments on her own for the past 3 years, Pan Jingyu is now looking at a rental to set up housekeeping with her husband.
We can afford the cost of a rental. We want an apartment convenient to transportation and nicely decorated. 5,000 yuan a month for a 40 square meter apartment.
Rentals are becoming an increasingly prevalent choice for China's younger generations.
I can change apartments when I change my work. I want to have an apartment within 1 kilometer of a metro station, well decorated and in a safe area.
This real estate agency in Shanghai's Xuhui district began to see a surge in rental demand in the second half of this year. It's now got 50% more rental clients than at this time last year, and they're looking for quality.
Young renters have high requirements for decoration quality. Well-decorated apartments usually rent out very quickly. 50 to 80 square meter apartments are in high demand. I had a client who initially wanted to buy a new home, but is now planning to continue renting.
With the development of the leasing market, long-term rentals from large rental firms have become a first choice for many urban young. Ziroom Research Institute recently released a blue book on urban rental life in China, saying that 65% of tenants choose long-term rentals from large operators, an increase of 9% from last year's figure. Faced with that kind of opportunity, the property firms have been quick to respond. U.S. property giant Greystar opened its first rental project in China at the end of last year in Shanghai, and is now more than 70% occupied. The company is now looking into more budget-conscious segments of the market, younger professionals or workers moving in from other towns and cities.
We're very committed at this moment as a country to really kind of curb continuously inflating housing prices, right? And part of the solution is really to provide more rental housing stock, right? So people can have more affordable housing solutions as they move to cities like Beijing and Shanghai. So our plan is obviously to work with the government as closely as possible to really continue to develop what we consider a dual-track system of both providing quality as well as affordable housing solutions.
The Blue Book on China's urban rental life says that by 2030, China's rental population will reach 260 million, and the rental housing market will be worth nearly 10 trillion yuan. That means China will usher in a golden decade in the development of rental housing market. So how can companies act to be sure that they get a slice of that pie?
In the next decade, the rental housing market will be more specialized, and there will be several tiers of the market, whether in terms of affordable housing or what we call mid to high-end rental housing. There will be their own, very specialized market. And of course, for investors, developers, they need to, have a really good study into, the location of the market, the surrounding population, the rental affordability of the target group, and the young renters. They do pay a lot of attention to, the safety.
She stresses that to meet the demand of Generation Z, which is China's latest body of new renters, property developers should be paying attention not just to the apartments they put up, but to where they put them. Gen Z likes its public atmosphere, its conveniences, and its amenities, and is willing to pay for them. Zhang Shixuan, ICS for CGTN, Shanghai.